All right, guys, another cassette that was in that package that Antonio sent me was this. And this is SEREMENT. And SEREMENT is a 4-piece from Greece with members of the band Blessed by Perversion. I think you guys may have heard me talk about them as well. But very cool. Look at that. Look at the artwork. Very cool cassette layout. Look at that. Awesome, awesome artwork with the very cool logo. And here's the green cassette. It's all green with white label and a light green print. But anyways, I'm sorry. This is Deviation from God EP 2022, originally released by the band in 2022, and then released on this cassette format earlier this year by Iron Blood Death. So very cool. So band doing kind of their own thing, releasing on their own, and then Antonio comes and says, nope, I'll put it on cassette for you, and he did. Very cool stuff. But what do you get from the Deviation from God EP? 2 tracks on this, so this would be cool to get on a 7-inch for someone. 2 tracks, 8 minutes long, layout. I didn't see art credits, but it did say layout by Andreas, by this person. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name, but that's who did the layout. Pretty clean production and mix on this, but it still does leave a bit, it still does leave heaviness. It's fairly clean, but it leaves it heavy. Brutal, satanic death metal is probably the best way I can describe it in a nutshell. This will appeal to fans in the brutal death metal scene for sure, because it does have that brutal death metal vibe, but it's not, I don't know if I'd so much put them in the brutal death metal category. It's ferocious satanic death metal, but it's going to appeal to that brutal death metal crowd. Reminded me of Kronos from France. You guys remember the band Kronos from France? They had an album called The Hellenic Terror, and that was just excellent for me. And this reminds me a lot of that. A lot of that reminded me of this. It's ferocious. It's heavy. It's just in your face, like just a punch right in the face death metal. And it's just, it's bombastic. And it's got that satanic kind of that edge to it. So very cool stuff. Just off the charts heavy, ferocious, dark death metal. That's what we're going to call this. Someone has to press this on 7-inch, because the 2 tracks, I might have listened. Usually I listen to stuff 3 times, guys, but I might have listened to this guy 5 or 6, just because 2 tracks, just kept kind of flipping the tape over, just kept playing it. I might have even listened to it more than that. Excellent stuff. Really, really like this, and I think you guys will too. And this most certainly gets the old Ken's Death Metal Crypt stamp of approval is SEREMENT and their Deviation from God EP 2022, released on cassette format this year by Iron Blood Death Corporation. Guys, very cool. Can't suggest enough to go check that out. Very ferocious, brutal, satanic death metal.